And
Alright,
here we already see
Cannypox first.
Cannypox. Already going with the rocket and his teammate picking up the mega health.
They've also been sitting out for a while now, for like 2 games, and that pause we just had. They have not been playing 2v2. Maybe they kept themselves warmed up in casual or something.
And now they're just trying to sneak up again.
My life sustains you.
Literally sneaking up.
Hmm.
So careful, Cannypox, it's weird. Maybe they're hoping that people will run into them.
Proxima almost did, trying to grab the mega. Cannypox will be taking control of that. It's almost a minute and no frags. And in fact, Cannypox and Mez have just stayed between the LG room.
Such a careful approach from Team Bone.
Yeah.
Really surprised.
Oh!
What a wonderful first kill.
And it will be going to Probox, and he will be getting the second frag from Mez. Oh, damn, the rockets. I don't know if Proximo or Cannypox actually got the mega there, but... Oh, damn.
Oh. Surprised he still got that third rocket off. I thought he was already dead.
Yeah, and it is a trade. And the first frag for Team Bone here. Quad will be going to Buckster, who just got railed by Cannypox.
Into the side, yeah. Ooh, and he has to peel off that mega. Has to give it to him. So far, in the slow game that Bone wanted, is not going their way. 7-1. Now a 6 frag lead is not much, but a 700% lead is a lot. We'll see what happens with it.
It pretty much is, and I don't know if that quad actually got many frags more to that stat, but they sure have one hell of a lead already. Oh, and the lead just grows. Not only Mez dying there, Cannypox also has one hell of a health stack. Only 100 now. Oh, what a spawn. Oh, never mind, that wasn't Mez spawning. That was actually Cannypox just getting an LG. I thought Mez just spawned right next to the LG after dying to Buckster there.
Alright. I'm really surprised how much both of these teams are willing to just let each other have some space.
Yeah.
And then see if they can get a surprise shot in. It almost looks more like duel than it does 2v2.
Well, it pretty much does, yeah. It's just duel with 4 players.
Yeah, despite Buckster having so much stack right here. Like, I would expect him to go all out. Especially now that Proximo has found where the opponents are.
Yeah, and now just fed 2 kills to him. Proximo trying to reveal himself a little.
Incoming protection.
Yeah. In a game like this, the power-ups are going to decide everything.
Pretty much.
Because it's just a burst of kills that don't care about how slow the rest of the game has been going.
Oh, the rocket!
Oh!
My
That's
goodness.
gonna go to Team Bone.
It sure will. Now we're actually expecting a huge rise in the score.
Well, hopefully. It's gonna be up to Buximo to see if they can play plus back well enough.
Almost
Doesn't have
ringing.
a good long-range weapon.
Yeah, almost ringing out Buckster there though, but the LG knockback is just now much less. It's an 8 frag difference here. They actually got well, they got a couple kills with the protection, but only a couple.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think it was 5-12 at the beginning, right?
Yeah, but now Proxima and Buckster have actually got kills themselves here.
Yeah. They got the protection, kept it the whole time through, and came out with a negative kill difference.
Oh. Mez is super early on that heavy. He probably knew nothing about the heavy timer right there, so Buckster just came in and LG'd him with the low health. If I were him, I would have actually stacked on health instead of armor. Oh, Cannypox surprising round the corner. Mega spawning in 4 seconds. Cannypox stuck in the totems right next to the Mega right there. It'll be nice as an extra Mega. Although I think it will be noticed very fast. I think they already did. Yep, there goes the totems pretty much.
Yeah. And I think Canapox is already in a position that he might want to stay in for the next power-up. Well, no, it's not above having a bit of an LG fight over here above the armor.
Nice LG
Works
though.
out.
Oh, but he dies to the spawn of Buckster. But what is Mez doing here? He does get Buckster low, but I don't know why he tried to
Your team
kill
has acquired
Buckster with a machine gun instead of a shotgun that he just picked.
Yeah. I mean, the power-up was 3 seconds delayed, and he was aware of it. So maybe he was thinking, oh, I can do this and then get back to it. But no, not if Buckster puts a rocket into your face.
enemy
Yeah, indeed. Those are nice rockets by Buckster as well.
Ooh, unfortunate spawns as well. Right there in the sideline.
Oh, but he barely gets messed
Wow.
down, but Canapox is rail on quad.
Railgun was not a good choice there.
It sure was not.
If only he had hit one shot. Or used another weapon. Oh, the telefrag!
The telefrag!
Now an 11 frag lead for Team Buximo. But keep in mind, Team Buximo are from the lower bracket. If they do win this map, they're still gonna need another one. Oh, going for the mid-air, going for the frag movie play. Just didn't work out. Not that it would have killed Buckster, who has a phenomenal stack of more than 270.
Feel the power of the ancients.
Pretty much now, even more, thanks to the Mega.
Yeah,
I don't know about the totems
Above
really,
300.
if he wants to put them right there, right next to the Mega, since I just say all the players are just crossing Mega side, and yeah, Buckster's totem will be just gone in just a few moments. Maybe even now, if they're just crossing the Mega room. Yep, there it goes.
Heal.
Buckster just
Ooh.
lost the stack though, pretty fast.
Yeah.
Just a moment ago, he was what, even over 300 stack. Now it just, I don't know, dead
Now
in
it's
a
0.
yeah, dead in a few seconds from the 300 mark to a couple rockets and yeah, rail maybe. Mez now not looking good. He indeed heard the click with the rails. He would have actually clicked. Nice ring out though by Canapox. Mez needed some health and died to the turret. Oh, and indeed Canapox getting the protection. I didn't even notice that. The power up.
Look at that. Look at how confident Proximo is to run into... Well, I suppose it's kind of a 2v2, but to run
Yeah.
into both enemy players, where one of them has the protection.
Oh, especially
and
with
he
the
actually
rail.
gets kills with
Yeah.
it. It's amazing.
Yeah. And especially going that close with a railgun to the enemy, yeah. It was a mid-range kill, basically. But it is a 12 frac lead for Team Proximo here. Sorry, it is Proximo. We're messing up with the names. The lead just keeps on going. It is a 14 lead now.
Ooh,
Oh.
Very unfortunate jump in the middle of an LG versus
Yeah.
LG fight. Losing him that. To just hop in place. Allowing Canapox to hit a long string there. Still a 1v2 here, it's not gonna end well. Not at 29 health. 15 frag lead. This is looking very much...
No.
Ooh, nice combo. Looking
Combo.
very much Proximo sided.
Very much indeed.
And that's the hits that I've been expecting from Proximo. There they are, that's where they went. He's been saving them up. For now.
Yeah, until the grand final. They were just warming up for a while. Until the very grand final of the tournament.
Yeah.
incoming quad.
Oh, damn. Cannot believe how Canapox is just still getting the heavy machine gun kills super accurately. Of course, it is more accurate than the starter machine gun, isn't it? Yeah. And they do get the quad now. Like the frags are pretty close, but so is Buckster and Proximo dying, and both already died. And Mez grabbing the quad right now. They have
He may have wanted to go with a quad rocket there.
yeah.
Like he knew he would die. Question was just whether it would have been a trade.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time to for them to rise up, but they don't want to get killed anymore.
Yeah, 20 frags. Bone GG need 26 frags. Make that 25. Before Baximo can get 6. That seems as good as impossible. When even getting the same number is unbelievably hard against these players. But unfortunate spawn on Proximo's side.
Yeah.
It's gonna give Mez a bit of a kill streak here. Back off, dude. You can't win this with 11 health. Stop it. Stop. Mez, leave. That was actually some really good damage he still got out of it, hitting
Well,
every rail.
Mez tried to
But of
leave.
course he couldn't survive.
Yeah, Mez tried to leave, but he was basically in a dead end. If he used that jump pad, he would have been suppressed from the other side by Buckster.
Once he dropped down, he was screwed. But
Yeah.
before that, he could have backed off.
Yeah, he could have had a
towards LG.
chance to grab the LG there and then just pick up the armor and the health there, unless, well, I don't know if Canapox already did that. Oh, indeed, 3 frags for
From this
Buckster and Proximo, but Mez tied it up. Well, he's trying to. It's far from tying up. It's like 19 frag difference right here. They do have time. They just don't want to get killed. Not even by the turret.
They're both low. They've
Yep.
effectively got 1 life each. If you think of it in terms of 1-ups, and
Yep.
that's
Oh, you don't want to do
Done.
that, Mez! And it is
there. It
the,
is.
Team wins.
the first map for Buckster and Proximo, so it's technically 1-1. Buckster's finally Galena, so it's technically a mirror match here. Mez playing Eisen, Canapox playing Galena, Buckster playing Galena, and Proximo playing Eisen.
Interesting. I don't consider it that much of an Eisen map here.
Let alone a Galena map. Well, Galena is kind of there and there. You can just stack the totems and,
Begins in
well, like right next to Heavy, you know, that corner
Yeah.
right next to Heavy.
There's a bunch of these small corners. Despite it being a very large map overall, we're kind of beyond the meta where you place them as traps. They really are heal tools now. So having them in places where they survive a long time is good.
Yeah. But players already going with the starting weapons only. Mess getting the first blood with the machine gun against Catapox pretty much. Also went with the starter machine gun. Now they finally have some decent weapons for themselves. Mez is just running out of. Oh, damn. Proximo surprising from behind. Cannot
Yeah,
believe
getting
that.
comboed in the back before he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
You can hear those footsteps. Proximo aggressive once more. Against 2 though, it's gonna be hard. They don't have the weapons to really fight him. Oh, he gets him with the turret.
Turret will be helping in addition to that starter machine gun, pretty much.
So once more, I think we're seeing a bit more of a slow calculated start. Just like on Molten Falls. Except, not quite as on Molten Falls. Molten Falls was extreme with them sneaking everywhere.
Yeah.
But I would still say 5 kills in the first 1.5 minutes is not that much.
quad spawn.
Yeah, I mean, both players, Boxster and Proximo, present with that low HP. Boxster finally getting the first power up here.
And the totem down as well, making himself unrailable. So he can take this fight very comfortably, doesn't get hit either, 200 stack. Time to find a couple more kills now. There are 4 frags up. Can we make it 5? You can hear him on rocket, he knows he's behind him. There we go, another clean wipe.
Yeah, indeed, they did make 5. They did make 6 even. And just barely.
So yeah, if there was any doubts that the dominance of Baximo was just because they played their own map, it was their map pick
Yeah.
on Molten Falls earlier, I don't think so. I think they really are just that good. Because this is a map both teams agreed on. Decent rockets considering the distance, but 1v2 always stacked against you.
Damn, it is an 8 frag difference already, but Spawn this time, not Buckster or Proximo.
Stopwatch.
Oh, Oh, never mind. Yeah, yes it is actually, because I was looking at Catapox here. I thought it was actually them leading, but yeah, it is Buckster and Proxima leading. My bad. Damn, it's already like what 12:28 here in Finland, so.
Be healed.
Yeah, that's right. I was one of a couple people rallying for a later start because
Yeah.
I was having quite a busy day. But since a lot of these people are from the eastern time zones, you know, Russia, Finland, and so on, that means it does go later than usual. If
Power of the ancients.
if that was a problem with you on this tournament, worry not. Later ones are, I mean, the coming tournaments should hopefully be starting at a slightly earlier
Yeah.
time, maybe 8 p.m. CEST.
Yeah, for me it wasn't much of a problem. I had time, but like the players, if they actually had to go. I mean, Mez already said that he had time for a best of 3, so.
Yeah. Although he's not a victim of the time zone, he's German.
No, whoa, yeah.
Still, 4-17. Can you believe it? In the final
Man.
map of a grand final.
And especially on a
Insane.
map where that was picked by Bone here. Now they're just getting humiliated.
But it wasn't truly picked. It was just the remainder.
Oh yeah,
once
well yeah, the
everything had been banned.
remainder. Yeah, sorry about that.
Still, that still is better than a Baximo pick.
No,
Well,
1
it should
HP.
be. But it is not in terms of stack. Look at that die out medal.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Can happily finally getting railed by Canapox there. And it is a minute to the next quad and 7 seconds to the Mega. Canapox hearing that jump at.
Oh!
Oh, barely missed it.
That combo did not work.
Oh,
He finally
bottom
gets
air.
it with a vertical air rocket.
Yeah.
That combo worked out a lot better, and it's a 2v1 as well.
21-7. They're just basically 3 times the score of Bone.
Bone are not too great on health compared to Baximo here. But they're sticking together, defending this room, and seriously mistiming armor. Looking at Catapox here, seriously mistiming that. Oh, look at him throwing that totem like a weapon. The turret, I mean.
Incoming quad.
Still happens that I call the turret a totem.
My life sustains you.
Aizen's still too new.
Still too new. In fact, it has been like for what 6 months already. I
Yes.
cannot even tell.
At least.
Quad has spawned, but they're delaying it for some reason. Why didn't he grab it?
I think it's one of those situations where you want to just do a tiny sidestep to pick up an item or something like that.
Yeah, but he missed it barely. he
Exactly.
he stepped a little too tinier. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's what happened there. He was trying to spam quad nails, which would have been 80 damage apiece. Oh, nice clean.
Damn. So did they secretly just even shrink the hitbox of the quad? I don't know. What the hell? The quad was right there. I didn't pick it. Anyway, very unnecessary rail on the turret, and he still has like 4 of them, I know. But now that he's losing the quad,
I mean, it is also possible that he was sidestepping there to make his opponent aim at the quad, because that would have been
that could be
the logical thing to go for. But look at that. What happened just there was the exact same thing. Maz was trying to step into the circle of the totem and just sidestep too short. So it really could be either. Could be intentional, could be not.
Miss with the rails, although Buckster just surprising from behind. Can't believe like it's a real sad thing that you cannot even see the accuracies of the players here in the 2v2 format.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Mess's accuracy at least, since those rails already were something else. I was just trying to rush with the starter machine gun. They're grabbing
18 frag lead.
Yeah.
18 frag lead after
18.
only 7 minutes. That is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, I mean,
I remind you again, this is the team that came from the lower bracket today.
lower bracket basically, yeah. And the thing is, they had a 20 frag difference, a 20 frag lead basically when they won the last map. But here, I think it's even better now. Now it's actually what, 19? Oh, sorry, it is 20 now, yeah. So I feel like the end result might be even wider unless.
And here comes the protection.
Yeah, unless
as well.
Team Bone actually can
Be healed in the power
push it
of the
somehow.
ancients.
Take the items, time them well, get some nice weapons.
It already feels like it might take a miracle. But we've seen crazier things. Weirder things have happened in the world of Quake Champions.
Yeah. We're pretty much past 20 right now. It is a 22 frag lead. I cannot believe it myself. And now Buckster has his 3rd totem. In fact, Bone has just some little control over even the totems, like not only the items, but the Galena of Buckster. They might have the weapons, especially Mess and Canabox both having the rail, but they're just like both missing them a lot. In fact, I just already mentioned the scoreboard here. Have the accuracies. I wish I saw Canabox's and Mess's accuracy on the rail right now. Just a moment ago, Mess had a couple nice hits, but now... Oh, he barely hit that.
He's got another flaming totem to put down, which also refreshes all the others though. It's a 24 frag lead. That is... If it was 24 at the end of a game, I would call that pretty one-sided.
Pretty much.
And we're like, not even 80% of the way through.
We already got the blast medal, I cannot believe that. 40 to 15. I mean, they have a chance here to rise up. Like, they still have over 5 minutes if they just stop aggroing all the time, maybe.
Yeah, if they can end Buckster's killing spree here.
Which they basically cannot. And now
There's
Buckster
another
again
quad.
with the quad. 7 frags remaining.
Damage dealer.
I can't believe that the final map of the grand final would be more one-sided than the first map of my game.
Yeah.
Like, in round 1 in the upper bracket, you know?
Yeah, and especially that this is a decider map, so...
5-minute warning.
Like, neither of the teams actually picked this.
This is an incredible showing from Team Buximo.
And the thing is, it wasn't the first game, was it? But I guess the second game, it was... I think it was DMTV and Bone. They already had one hell of a tight game as their second game. It was around 46 to 43, and it ended by timer. But here, damn, like comparing that game to this, I don't know. Ooh.
Final rail he had, hits as well.
Pretty much final rail. Now Canapox finally getting the kill on Proximo, but he goes low himself. In fact, very low.
Oh,
Oh, the gauntlet! No! He could have gone with a shotgun or something else.
It would have been nice to get one little bit of humiliation in.
Yeah.
Just before you're about to lose 50 to
Just
6.
before, yeah.
But doesn't look like it.
Yeah, in
One more
fact,
frag will end it here.
in fact, looking at the score, you're already humiliated yourself without even a gauntlet kill.
Proximo goes down in the 1v2. It's not gonna be 50 to 16. It's gonna be 50 to 17. And that's
that
the end.
is it.